Official beef, what I'm daily required. I meet quotas while you rappers having sleepovers. Spending nights in the studio trying to beat over. Be in the throne instead of being your own. But look.
Hey. Classic.
Welcome, Dante, to Champagne and Conversations. How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for joining us. Guys, forgive us. We were just having a little behind the scenes conversation, got a little long, so we apologize for the delay. But Dante Hawkins is here with us this evening. So thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
In the building. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, obviously you're living the lifestyle because we know that you've been busy. You just released a new single, so congratulations to you.
Right.
Tell us the name of the song. Please tell us your inspiration for that new track.
Oh man, the name of the song is "Come Fuck With Your Boy Tonight."
We're gonna kick it off just like that.
Just like that. You know what I mean? I feel like, it's catchy, of course. And the inspiration was just, I started my own genre called life music, and life music is, it's about inspiring my brothers, man, and just talk about, topics that a man want to talk about, and just saying some things may be clean, some may be dirty, I don't know, you never know how it goes, but it's just, it's a part of life music, man. So this song is about, meeting a chick, and she with somebody else already, but she eyeing you, and, y'all kind of see each other, eyeing each other. And it's like, yo, hey, come holler at me. What's up?
Oh, that's still happening? Even after COVID? We
even
double
after
dipping?
COVID, they yeah, even after COVID, it's still happening.
We double dipping. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, it's about, that's how you feel. Hey, all right, let's go. You know what I mean? It's a moment, I guess, so, it's a great song. It brings back that 90s feel. It's 2023 with that skate rink, that roller skating rink, the vibe, that step, you know what I mean? Boom, rolling
like
skate,
All right, and name of the song again?
Come Fuck With Your Boy Tonight.
It's Dante Hawkins, guys, and you can check that out on all streaming platforms. It released last night. I actually thought we had the exclusive and it was dropping tonight, so it dropped last night, but congratulations to you on that.
You got that exclusive. You the first interview, we popped in, we in the building.
Cheers to that.
Stations, let's go.
That's right. Thank you so much. Now you touch on as we came into one of the tracks that you have, and that one is you're featured with Drake.
Right.
Here We Go. So that's what we came in on. And you talk about living the lifestyle of a superstar. I want to know, what does that mean to you?
Problems. Work, stress, that's the life of a superstar. It's that work ethic,
Oh, I thought it was love in paradise and all that good stuff.
If you listen to what Drake's saying, he's saying, I'm working hard, I'm in the studio before y'all. You know what I mean? I'm there, y'all only got 2 songs, I got 20,
Right.
It's about the work ethic. It's about all the stress that comes with it, but it's all glory. It's all good. You know what I mean? So that's living the life of a superstar. Here we go. You know what I mean? And I had this meme before, this quote, I think, or whatever, that was talking about, man, if I'm an artist and I work hard. I think it said I work hard and I dream big. And I don't know what's going to happen or something like that. You know what I mean? So, but that's what it's about. It's about just living your life, and it's not easy. It's a journey, but it's the life of a superstar. You know what I mean?
I love it. Can you sit back for a moment so we can see your T-shirt?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Live, love, and serve.
Yeah.
Yes. And guys, this was not planned. We are not a singing group yet, but this is. I just want to show you that. So we got to get you.
Crazy.
We got to get you to we got to get a little acapella or something. Can you give us a run with that?
Oh, with the love song with love,
Yeah.
you know, that's that what is it? People, something's in the air, and I think you know what it is. Everybody say love, oh love, oh love. It's all we've ever wanted. It's all we've ever needed.
Yay. And I love the fact that they have compared you, which you have big shoes to fill. So I want to see how you felt about when they wrote that article, and saying that you are a cross between my beloved Michael Jackson and my love of Marvin Gaye,
Yeah.
and giving you that cross. And so, I mean, how did you feel about that? Getting those?
I was surprised those names popped up, you know.
Yes, that's
And
big shoes to fill.
I've tried to figure out, okay, what is it about Michael Jackson, you know, because I definitely can't dance. You know what I'm saying? I don't dance like that, but I think it's the passion. It's when I think about Michael Jackson, I think about songs like Man in the Mirror.
Yeah.
I think about wanna get tired of something. But you know what he's saying, you know. I think that's more of it. It's about what I'm saying. You know, you hear the beat, you know, you hear the track, but are you listening to what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's the same thing with like come fuck with your boy tonight. Are you listening to what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. It's all
So
about what you say. And I think it's the tone because you have that whisper to your voice. And of course, MJ throughout the course of his career began to get more of that,
right.
kind of airy tone to him. So that's what I would say would be your
Okay.
comparison. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just my take. Champagne and Conversations take.
Hey, you on the
Yes.
outside looking in. I gotta listen to you more. I listen to myself.
Yeah.
Right. You know,
Yes.
so but I
Okay.
mean the Marvin Gaye piece, I think it's just that style, that laid back soul, you know. I think, you know,
What's your
so like,
favorite Marvin Gaye song?
what's going on, you know.
Really? Okay. Mine has become Trouble Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. Something about that. It's just a whole vibe.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Marvin, I mean, what's going on? And you know, got the what's the get up? What's the joint and it's a Friday. That's what joint. Dance all night. You know, that's that thing right there, man. Marvin was smooth, man.
He was
Smooth.
smooth.
And then I think he's
Yes.
too. I think because you know of the nation is one. Because when I recorded that, I think a few people have felt that Marvin Gaye "What's Going On" vibe with that song.
Okay. All right. So definitely have him.
You know, so I think it was a time in Marvin's life where he, especially during that time, you didn't have to even be born in that time, but you listen to that song, and even the video, that live video you watch, you can
Yeah.
sense something
Yeah.
was going on in the world, and he was tapped into it. You know what I mean?
Tap
So
into it. Mm-hmm. The
yeah,
concerns of the world. Absolutely. Happy belated birthday. Rest in peace, Marvin Gaye. That was the whole thing, a celebration as it still is, with his music. And of course, Michael Jackson, my favorite of many Michael Jackson songs is Off the Wall. So yes, definitely that. Now you've been on a journey. You have had obviously a song that you have titled Journey, which I love off of your album LMV1. I had to get that right because when I saw the V, of course I was like done.
right.
But let's talk about that journey because you've worked with so many artists over the course of your career. And we love to get stories here. So what is your takeaway from your journey? Like, do you have like one artist that you've enjoyed working with the most, or would you say it's pretty comparable throughout?
Well, to answer the question, as far as the artist the most, the person I like to work with was I think Joel Ortiz. Or we did a few songs
Wow.
together. Joel,
Okay.
you know, I think Joel Ortiz is one of the greatest MCs in our country, man. And I think people don't give him all the credit that he's due. But
Okay.
yeah, Joel Ortiz was, me and him built a relationship, man, and started working together. And he called me on a few songs. And I got that, and I, met Joel Ortiz through my boy Green Lantern, DJ Green Lantern.
Okay.
Together with Jay-Z, and I did a joint with Dr. Dre and Jada Kiss, Joel Santana. We did some, back then too. But yeah, Joel Ortiz, I think.
And you also did the Grand Theft Auto, or that song ended up on Grand Theft
Right.
Auto. Yeah.
On that we
Yes.
did.
Very
Yep.
cool. Now you have all the genres. You list R&B, neo soul, gospel. I did not see hip hop. Do you consider you being in that space, or you just think that it's a fusion of R&B when you go and do a hook or a feature on one of the hip hop artists' tracks?
I feel like I'm in that space, most of what I've done has just been with hip hop artists, the hooks. They called me like the East Coast Nate Dogg. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. But back then, they was like, hey, this, he like the East Coast Nate Dogg, so all I've done is, hooks and stuff with hip hop artists. LMV, Life Music Volume 1 was my first time putting an album, EP out.
Uh-huh.
And it was just a snippet of what I could do. I was, eager to throw something out. I just done Nation is One. So let me go ahead in the studio. So I started writing songs and producing songs and came up with, those few right there and put that album out. So
you need to re-release Nation of One. I'm just telling you that.
I'm on it. I'm gonna do exactly that.
Maybe a remix, but we need that. It's
right.
Very relative to today. Just FYI. Timeless.
I gotta listen to you. Like I said, I gotta listen to you before I listen to myself.
Yes.
So I'm on that. But yeah, okay. Most of what I've done has been in the hip hop realm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just now putting out my own music. You know what I mean? Solos. So yeah, hip hop has brought me
hip hop is your life.
Hip hop. I mean, born and raised, like you say, gospel. My grandmother raised me in the church. You know what I mean? I was, the hood was all around us, so she always wanted to make sure I was in church.
Covered. Yeah.
In church and singing in the choirs and all that, and playing, in the bands and all that.
Uh-huh.
It's and I love gospel music too or whatever, but it's something about that realness and I guess they say like the secular world. It's that, but it's the realness about it. And especially that's why I brought life music to the table, because there's a point in our lives where we have to realize what's right or have to just listen to it. It's your choice, you know what I mean? But people want to hear life stories, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. That they can relate to. Absolutely.
They can touch, you know what I mean? So especially my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So life music is here, So
love it. Anyone you'd like to work with?
Man, I want to work with Kendrick Lamar.
Yay.
I want to do a hook with Kendrick.
What about Wale? You say Kendrick. I had a conversation with a group the other day about Wale. And I think Wale should get his love too, because he kind of let him in.
Yeah.
I think he let him in.
You're right. Wale fire. Yeah.
Wale fire. Okay, we're going to speak that into existence. See how that works.
Yeah, let's see how I have it.
Yeah.
I got faith in your words. I got faith in them.
Thank you so much. Okay, so you gave me a little behind the scenes, of course, guys, when we were having our conversation, and Dante said to me, it's my time. I am now, gonna run with my own torch. And I just want to get that from you. Give me that feeling, that energy that makes you say it's your time now, that you want to now come out with your project and really push your brand. Well,
it goes back to, like I say, I've done a lot of hooks, a lot of work with a lot of DJs, a lot of underground stuff. I'm the only hip hop, as far as I know, I'm the only independent R&B artist that has a live song with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Dr. Dre, Jada Kiss.
Live from Dublin at that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. live, you know.
Yeah.
But and even on that was Jay-Z's first mixtape, and on that tape, the only R&B artist was me, Mary J, I believe, and Rihanna. You know,
Okay.
so that was that was an accomplishment. You know, I was
Absolutely.
something the other day watching a video of Lil Wayne's what's the song? I can't. I'm on the hook. I mean, I'm on the beginning of it in the video. It had 2 million something views. What is the song? Oh, I can't. Anyway, I'm saying all this because I've done so much, but none of it matters right now. It
Well,
doesn't matter.
why?
I mean, it matters. It matters, but I mean, what I've done is about what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Well, every day matters. It's
Yeah,
all a collection
and
of art.
it's been a journey, like you say, to push who I am. A lot of what my accomplishments happened before Facebook and Instagram and Google. You know what I
Oh, so
mean?
you
So
were like around MySpace time.
yeah, so I've missed out on the views and the, going viral situation,
Just
so
re-release it. It's okay.
it's
That's what
just
you're
about
doing
really
now, remastered.
pushing it and moving forward, so that's the reason why I'm like, I've done so much, but I feel like I didn't get a chance to uh elaborate on it.
Just to display your work, your
A lot
talent, your work.
of stuff says, Dante Hawk. I mean, this featuring Dante Hawkins, but a lot of people ain't know the face. They hear the voice,
You hear
what I
the
mean?
voice. Yeah.
Oh, they don't know who that is.
Yeah.
So it's that's why I say it's my time now to reveal who I am
It's your time to shine. Well, good for you.
and enjoy this life. You know what I mean?
Yes. Pim Stroll, was that the name of the song?
That was one of them. That was
Oh,
joint with Jay-Z and Lil Wayne, Pimp Stroll joint.
okay.
When I was younger, you know, when I was young, I was foolish with my mouth. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. Never
You know.
mind the new track they just released, but never mind that.
I'm more. I put it together. See, I made this, work. I made this, work a little
You
bit.
wanted it appeal to the masses. I
Yeah,
got it. No problem.
the masses. So, but yeah, I'm ready now. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I'm excited that I get another chance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Still here to do it. And that's a blessing.
Absolutely. So what's new? What's going on? You have your new release, which just came out. Do we have a tour set? Do we have another single coming out to prepare for the album? Where are we
Tour,
going?
tour, tour set. I mean, no tour is coming up.
Okay.
Working on just finding out where I need to go first. You know what I mean? Got a few cities in mind. This single here, I'm gonna push it for a second. I'm really gonna be pushing singles for at least
Sure.
half a year
Yeah.
and start talking about, okay, working with the album, because while I'm doing this, I'm meeting other producers, working with other producers, like old producers, and traveling around the country, just trying to, bring awareness to who Dante Hawkins is. So at least for about half of the year, you're gonna hear this single, but then you can go back and check out other joints. I'm also gonna, like you saying, re-release some stuff, and also off of the Life Music Volume 1 album, I still have one song I want to do a video to. So it's the life of an independent artist.
That's right. Or
It
life and artist, period. It's just that now it's even beneficial because a lot of independent artists are thriving,
right.
especially after COVID. You don't have to really worry about the other way of music. You can just release it, see what happens.
Yeah. So it's just about meeting more people. Like, thank you for allowing me to be on the platform and introducing me to the people that you have here. Thank everyone that's listening. Thank you for being here too. And that's what it's about. It's about every day meeting some new people and, introducing myself to them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And shout out to Haji, Phantom of the Beat, as we know him, for
Right.
connecting us. And I understand you all are doing some fire tracks. I shouldn't tell you this, but I've heard them. So
Yeah.
I got the inside track to a few and they are fire. He said they were coming soon.
And he made this beat, man. He produced "Come Fuck With Your Boy Tonight," and then my sister Reese, she knew him, and I guess she heard the beat, and then she was like, "Yo, we need to listen to this beat." I heard it. I sat down in my room. I had my little studio set up, and I recorded the whole joint sitting in my room, you know.
Wow.
And we sat on it for like a year and some change.
Really?
Yeah, sat on it
Oh,
for
wow.
throughout. You know, what was a good time to do it? I think we missed a couple summers. You know,
Oh, it's so crazy how things like that happen, and then it happens.
right? You know, it's so easy. It's easy as a click of a button. You know,
Uh-huh.
but all that's in your mind, that's the part that's like, okay, when do you release it? When do you do it? I already had Life Music Volume 1 album out, so I was trying to finish off that and move it, but then COVID happened.
Yeah.
And that kind of messed up my whole promo package, you know, for what I wanted to do. And I just had to rewind and rethink. And so, you know, now we're here though, and I'm excited about it.
Absolutely. Congratulations on that again. And we look forward to the new music that is coming out because now can you tell us what the name of the next track is? Because that wasn't
The next track is called "We Got a Problem."
okay. We got a problem.
Man, we
Yeah.
got a, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
That's fire. Now, going back just a moment, because of course we're talking about your journey, but I wanted everyone to be aware of who you were. And of course, they like all the good names and the big things, and we're going to make it bright lights in action. And now we're going to talk about some of the foundation, which I think is super dope and definitely worthy of recognition. You worked with the label Jimi Hendrix was involved with. So I want to talk about that because I think that's like, definitely the foundation, the cement of probably your growth and development. So give us some of that history.
Man, great Jimi Hendrix Family Record Label, Seattle, Washington. That was back when I was back home in Rochester, New York. And man, they had a label called, I think it was called Trinity Records. Anyway, I was at this concert, and the Trinity Records came over, and they were interested in a gospel group in Rochester. And then we also had the studio called Dejalon Studios where we all would just be at and just work. And so this was after, you know, I was in the basement crew with Dante, Missy Elliott, and all those cats. All that kind of like went over, everybody left. I was still at home in Rochester, and then the Trinity Records people came, and then through them, I met where Trinity Records was a offset of Hendrix Records or whatever.
Okay.
Which Hendrix Records was also under MCA at that time. So I met them through, coming to the concert, and they, people like, oh, that's Dante Hawkins, da 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 da. So they brought me over to Seattle, flew me over there, and was talking about they'd like to, have me record and see what it sounded like. So I started working with a producer called Derek Clark. He's going off to do great things. But super, super, super crazy, super talented producer named Derek Clark. And we started recording some joints, and then I was there for about a week. And then I think her name Jamie Hendrix. That was Jimi Hendrix's niece, I think,
Okay.
who's over the whole label.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, we want to sign you. And it was the first time I signed a record contract. And that was with the Jimi, Hendrix Records family record label. And yeah, that's how it happened.
History. How dope is that?
Yeah. It was a great experience. When you sign that contract, it's just like you feel like you belong, you feel like you done accomplished something,
That's right. That's right. And you did. That was
Yeah.
huge. The name that you were associated with, and names, because you dropped them quick. But Missy Elliott, Timbo, you've worked with some of those greats as well over the course of your time. So I wanted to make certain that people knew your history.
Yeah. Missy Elliott, man, Gold Mine. I mean, she started Gold Mine Records. I was me and Nicole Ray at the time was her first artist for that label,
Okay.
we didn't go all the way through with everything, but yeah, that was Missy brought me down to New York. He's at Electric Records in front of Sylvia Rome and
Yeah.
had and all that, so shout out to Missy. I love her to death. I mean,
Yes.
she's the first people to
Yay.
come back and get me, you know what I mean? So
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Shout out to Missy. And then you had another great legend to connect with, which was Gerald Levert, rest in peace. So let's talk about global label that you were on.
Right, Global Soul Records.
Yeah.
Man, well, Gerald Levert, man, that was crazy because I grew up on OJ's and Gerald Levert, all that. How I met Gerald was through working with Dante Jodeci and all that. And like I said, once that died out, Missy, Timberland, Genuine that came out with Pony. So at that time, everybody had dispersed and, they were on their way to doing great things. Like I said, Missy came back and hollered at me with her record label. But that didn't fall through really, so you hear the went to do it, but didn't fall through stuff. But thank God for the opportunities. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Gerald Levert. I met Gerald through Reggie Moore, who was Jodeci's drummer. Reggie Moore was cousins with Gerald Levert now. So Gerald Levert had started his record label, Global Soul Records. He had signed his father and OJ's. And then he flew me and my grandmother at the time, my grandmother, God bless her dead. He flew us from Rochester all the way to Cleveland. We talked and he was telling me, hey man, I want you to be on the label, man. And I had this at that time, I had this song called Girl, My Mama's Home. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna talk about that song though, but that,
It's all
Gerald,
about the titles. It's all about the titles.
Gerald loved that song, man. I mean, I walked in the studio. He was walking like he big, so he was like this. We walked in like, hey, snapping his fingers just like that. I remember that like to the T. And it was just a great experience to just know these legends. Somebody like that found interest in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many different artists and so many artists in the country. And like I said, at that time, it wasn't the internet and all that, so for me to be found, in Rochester, New York, speaks
divine intervention.
The voice, carried to him, so I'm just like, thank you. And, he passed away and all that, but, but I just thank him for the opportunity, man,
Absolutely. Rest in peace. So now with all of your history and everything that we just brought back up and have your emotions and such going, what would you leave us with in terms of just encouraging words, just a moment of inspiration, motivation? What would you say to an aspiring artist or, just someone that's making it through these days today, these times today?
We don't ever give up, when you know who you are, once you figure out who you are, live with it and grow with it. I've come to a point to know that I will never stop singing as long as I can. I'll never stop writing. I'll never stop putting out music, I don't think. So just do it and be who you are. I had a meeting earlier today with a friend of mine that's hopefully he's about to start working with me. Great guy. And he's just like, man, just know who you are. And I'm just repeating his words. Know who you are, be confident in it. And, with the internet now, and we're so close to one another now, me being able to talk to you like this, is the best thing popping right now. I'm able to connect with people. So just and constantly just continue to be you every day. Shout out to my man Wallow. I'm tapping my man Wallow and Gilly and all of them. Make Wallow constantly, like, what you doing? Where you at? Get up. You know what I mean? Be motivated. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, be who you are and never give up and just do it.
Yes, that's so dope. Now, before you leave us, I want you to share your social media, and then also, when did you begin singing? When did you know that that was your gift and your passion to even be able to follow that?
Man, I say this story a lot. You know, like I said, I was raised by my grandmother, you know, and she was a singer in the church. She would tear it down, man. Like, you know, she was like one of them rah, like Mahalia Jackson, like type singer.
Okay, all right.
She was on fire, you know. But so I learned a lot of stuff from watching her, watching quartet groups, and then R&B groups like Jodeci, H-Town, um, you know, Boys to Men during that time when I was young. But then I realized I want to be an artist when they brought out this. It was this karaoke like machine, and it had two tape decks on. It was the A side and the B side, and it had the microphone and the one speaker. You remember that thing?
Okay, yes. That was the karaoke box.
I remember being in. I remember being in like 7th grade, and I was like, okay, I want to record. So I recorded on one tape. So I said, okay, I got 2 tapes. So I took the other tape, put it on that side, and I said, okay, I can hear myself back. But then I can record again on. So I would keep every time I'm got to do another track, if you want to call it, I flip the tape over to the other side.
Wow.
So harmonies and all that by doing that. I take one tape, flip it over to the other side, record it, take the other tape over.
Mixing, blending your own.
So I heard myself back. You
Yeah.
know? And I was like, yo, I want to do this. But I just didn't know, you know, I didn't know about studios, you know, but it was from that machine. You know what I mean? That karaoke machine that I had. Yeah. That's where I learned I wanted to sing. I wanted to do this.
How old were you?
Man, I was 12.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I had been singing before that. You know what I mean? I've been
Uh-huh.
singing, I don't know, 6 years old, you know.
Uh-huh.
But when I that machine made me say, yo, yeah, I want to
Set it
record.
off.
Yeah. And then after that, and that's what I'm saying, as soon as I decided I want to do it, you know, things just start popping up. And then the Jodeci thing with Dante happened. And then this was all, you know, I was 13, 14, 15 years old. This, you know, all that stuff was happening when I was a teenager, before I was 17
Wow.
years old. You know what I mean?
Wow. Mm-hmm.
The Jimi Hendrix record label stuff, I was, you know, 18, 17, 18, you know?
I love it.
So
Yes. Such an inspiration and so much that we would not have known. So I am happy that you were able to come on and give us the history, give us some information to tie into the new Dante and where you're going with what's the name of it?
come fuck with your boy tonight.
So now we should be encouraged to go and do that.
Right. Please come fuck with your boy tonight. Go get that single. Download it right now on iTunes. If you got iTunes, if you got Spotify, if you got Tidal, whatever platform, YouTube, Amazon. You know, I love Amazon. You know, Amazon 99 cents. You know,
Yes,
Amazon.
whatever way you want to get it. That's right.
Everybody, just check it out. Give it to your local DJs. Rock out with me, and let's see where this thing goes. That's all.
Very cool. Thank you so much for joining us. Please
Thank
share
you.
your social media before we leave, and then we will take you out.
I am Dante Hawkins. I am DanteHawkins. I am Dante Hawkins. Twitter, Dante Hawkins. Facebook, The Real Dante Hawkins. You know, just put Dante Hawkins in it. You know, you'll see all the same pictures and stuff like that. But yeah, Instagram, I am Dante Hawkins, and holla at me, man. I'm here. I'm excited. And thank you again.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining Champagne and Conversations. We have Dante Hawkins. Please check out his new single, and we will welcome him back. I'm sure he'll have a new one released soon, and tour information, and we will keep up with him. Thank you so much. Stay with us while we take you out